I just got more mail today, and I know what it is, what I've been waiting for. It's my new phone, yay! Sony Xperia Z1. I got a new SIM card as well, even though I still have my original SIM card. I lost my phone 2 days before I left Hong Kong, but I've been eligible for an upgrade for a while now, so I decided to get a replacement. This is Sony's flagship, and it comes in 3 different colors: black, white, and midnight purple. I was close to going with the midnight purple, but I decided with black in the end. My last phone was a Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc, and it was also the very first phone that I ever owned. Unfortunately, I lost it 2 days before I left Hong Kong, so I had to get a replacement. The main reason why I really liked my phone was because of the camera feature, and the camera feature is very important to me. It was 8.1 megapixels, which was a lot back then, and I think it beat the iPhone 4's camera and Samsung Galaxy S3's camera as well, and both of those phones didn't come out until later that year. Whoa, so big. There are the earphones and charger. So this phone has a 5-inch display. It runs on 2 gigabytes of RAM on a Snapdragon 800 chip, and it's also dust proof and water resistant, so I'll have to test that out sometime. My last phone ran on the Sony Bravia engine, and this one runs on X-Reality engine. And it has a triluminous display, full HD 1080 pixels display as well. And the camera is the best feature, of course. It has 20.7 megapixels and a large sensor. You have a strap hole here, the camera button, the volume zoom button, power button, and micro SIM card slot here. And at the front, there's the front camera lens, which is awesome because I've never had a front facing camera before. It's 2 megapixels, I think. And there's your light sensor, headset jack at the top there. At the back, you have a second microphone, your main camera lens, which is 20.7 megapixels, the camera light, and over here it says that you have to make sure that the battery is charged for at least 30 minutes before you turn on the device for the first time. At the other side, you have the charging dock connector, the USB slot, and the memory card slot here. Protecting your device from water and dust. You can use your device in the following conditions: swimming pool, diving, shooting photos and videos underwater. You should only use the device in water depths of 5 feet or less. Do not use your device in the following conditions: salt water, other liquid chemicals, sand, or mud. So I can use this device and submerge it in water for 30 minutes, fresh water up to 1.5 meters deep. This phone weighs 170 grams, so that's above average. Compared to the other flagship smartphones, it's heavier. It's made of glass panels at the front and the back, and it has an aluminum frame. Right now I'm charging my phone because it said I had to charge it for 30 minutes at least before I turn it on for the first time. Yay, it's finally done charging. Let's turn it on. Alright, finally got to the home screen. So so it's at 84% right now for the battery. I just charged it for half an hour. I'm just trying to get used to navigating around this phone right now. It has 3 pages of apps, and the layout is very similar to my previous phone's layout. It's just that Sony cut ties with Ericsson, so the new line of Sony smartphones is just known as Sony Xperia series now. It has a built-in storage of 16 gigabytes and up to 64 gigabytes for storage expansion. And it also has a 2.2 gigahertz quad-core processor and runs on Android 4.3 Jelly Bean operating system. So there you have it, Sony's Android flagship for the second half of 2013, and it continues to be so for the new year. I just restarted my phone with the SIM card inside, and I had a problem with it earlier because there's this flimsy SIM card tray, and I thought it broke it because it came all the way out, and then my SIM card got stuck alone, so then I had to use an eyebrow plucker to get it out. Anyways, there are more features now with the SIM card in. 3 pages of apps still, but the 3rd page is fuller. There's a WhatsApp app, so I don't have to download that again. I took off the plastic cover, so this is how it looks without it. And I don't think I mentioned that the speaker is at the bottom instead of the back like my last phone, which is better. And also the audio jack is at the top instead of the side like my last phone. I'm still testing out my phone and all of its features. There's this feature called the Info Eye, and apparently when you take a picture of something and use this feature, it gives you information about the subject, whether it's a place you're visiting or it's an object that you captured, which is pretty cool. I can't wait to test it out. So far, I find this phone a good upgrade from my last phone, even though it's bigger and heavier than other smartphones, because the buttons are easier to press on, like the camera button, the power button, and the camera is much better as well. My last phone was also known for its camera features, so as you can tell, I have a thing for cameras. The Sony Xperia Z1 Mini, yes, there is a mini version of this phone, has been out in Japan for a while now, and apparently there's supposed to be an announcement in China in 2 weeks about the possible international release of this mini flagship. There's no point in me hoping for this release for myself personally anymore because I already have this original flagship. What's awesome about the mini flagship though is that the specs remain the same. It's just that the resolution display is downgraded to 720 pixels and the battery size is smaller, but that's not a problem because the screen size is already smaller anyways, so that would use up less battery power. When I first got this phone, there was this promotion that's been going on for a few months where I could get movies for free from Video Unlimited, try music unlimited free for 60 days, and also get 10 great games from PlayStation Mobile for free.
Smartphone with our market-leading imaging technologies and the unique smart social camera applications. Through the camera, we believe we have redefined the smartphone. But now, we've gone one step further. We've taken the power and the all the power of this Z1 in this